Hi class, I just wanted to make a quick video going over what you should wear for an interview and the dress code that you can kind of expect for an interview. So, can you be overdressed for an interview? Absolutely, you can, but I still would say that it is better to be overdressed than underdressed. That is rule number one when it comes to dressing for an interview. Can they tell if you don't wear a suit every day and you're clearly uncomfortable in your outfit? And can that affect your confidence? Yes, it absolutely can. But I will say that more often than not, what most people are seeing now is that people are showing up drastically underdressed for interviews. So it's always better to err on the side of caution. So here's what we're going to go over today. We're going to go over a business casual look because no matter the job, you should always be dressed as at least business casual. This includes even going in to pick up your application. I'm going to give you a real life example. Today, as I dropped my son off at the pre-K at our local church is actually looking for a part-time custodian job, and I picked up an application for that today because it's just a little way for me to make a little bit of extra money. And so today I went in just to pick up an application for the custodian job, and I wore this. Now, granted, I don't have on any makeup today, but I did make sure that, my hair is nice and washed and I have on a nice dress. I have an interview for this custodian job on Thursday, and it's a custodian job, and I will be wearing, most likely, this dress, which is one of my nicer business casual dresses with some heels, my makeup on, my hair straightened, and I keep my jewelry to a minimum, so I might wear a small necklace, and I'll probably take my Fitbit off, and I will wear my wedding ring. Okay, so that is just showing you that. And also, I'd like to point out that when I normally drop my kids off for school, I'm in shorts or leggings and like an oversized sweatshirt, and my hair is thrown up in a bun. Like, I'm a hot mess, just like every other mom in the drop off line. Okay, so you have to put some effort into it because your appearance does matter from the application to the job interview. So you always want to be at least business casual, no matter what the job is. And if you know that it's going to be a more office type job or a job that does require a business professional look, then you're going to need to kick it up a notch even more. So we're going to kind of focus on business casual here, but I will mention how you can elevate it to be business professional throughout. So let's start with ladies. Ladies, you are looking to wear either khakis or slacks on bottom. So that means like khaki jeans are okay as long as they are like slack jeans, professional jeans. You can also go with a dress pant type look. Uh, I know that I personally have some, or I used to have, I don't have them anymore. I'd pull them out. They're like an elastic waistband, but so they're the soft material, but they look like khaki slacks. And I wear those to work when I was teaching at the elementary school. And while those could you can pare that down if I had worn a t-shirt with it and sneakers or something like that. I can definitely elevate that by wearing a blouse with it or a jacket. And same thing goes for even leggings. I always tell some of my students whenever I require certain dress codes for speeches, for example, because I also teach speech, I will tell them, okay, technically you could do leggings and a sweater and boots and it looked business casual. But if I had on cute leather fall boots with a heel, some leggings, and a really nice put together sweater, then I'm business casual. However, if I roll up in this oversized slouchy sweater with leggings and Ugg boots, do I look business casual now? No, I look like I just rolled out of bed and I'm comfy. So there has to be a little bit of common sense thrown into this. If it's too big, if it's wrinkly, if it's too tight, if it's falling down, oversized, slouchy, if it's got holes in it, if it's pulling, if it's peeling, if it's doing anything like that, that is not what you want to wear to your job interview. Okay, so go ahead and put that on the big list of don'ts. Whereas this is probably one of the most casual dresses that I own because it is a cotton material, really simple, and I just have on a little wedge heel with them. It's comfortable, but it's simple, but it's still business casual. I showed you this material is a thicker, more professional type material, and it zips in the back. Number one thing about both of these dresses, they are both they're to my knee. You can't, they don't have to necessarily touch your knee, but you know the rule where it needs to come past your fingertips. That is also a rule still today. In business casual, you do not have to wear pantyhose or leggings underneath. In business professional, you would. So if I was going to a business professional interview, so say I was going to enter for a interview for a full-time professor job, I probably would not even wear a bright color. I'd probably wear a muted color like blacks, browns, navies, khakis, whites. However, I really, really like red. Red's a really good color for me, and some people argue that wearing just neutral colors is a little outdated. I guess it really kind of depends on the company that you're planning to interview for. Kind of take a look around. Notice, are they more trendy or are they more old school? And if they're more of an old school vibe, then I would stick with neutrals. I have worn this before to professor jobs. When I do, I always pair it with a nice thin belt with it. I always wear pantyhose and I will always wear heels. And then I always make sure that I don't wear earrings. I only wear my wedding band. And I might wear a very thin necklace. This also goes for jewelry in general. You don't want to have like loud bangles, anything distractive. I would not wear my Fitbit because I don't want it to ding while I'm in a job interview. That would be very unprofessional. It would be the same as me holding my cell phone in my hand. Okay. If you have any sort of facial jewelry like nose rings, eye rings, lip rings, anything like that, you make sure that you take those out if you can. If you just got your nose pierced last night, then that's one thing. But you want to make sure that once you get the job, you can look around and you can probably have some more personality, some more. You don't have to dress like this every day. Obviously, if I get this job as a custodian, for example, I'm not going to go clean in this. I'm going to go clean in what I dropped my son off to school in the leggings and the sweatshirt and my hair in a bun with no makeup. That's what I'm going to go clean in. But that's not how I'm going to show up to my interview, okay? So I don't want you to take offense when I tell you you have to lose the facial jewelry or the excess jewelry if you like jewelry. You have to keep it simple and muted. Okay. The other thing, let's talk about blouses. You never ever want to wear a t-shirt. I don't care what the t-shirt looks like. You either wear a collared shirt like a polo or a button up, or ladies, you can wear a blouse. Here's the difference. This is considered a blouse. See, it has a scooped neck. It's still cotton, so it's still very business casual. If it was more silky material or made out of kind of the material that I just showed you in the red dress, then it could probably be more even business professional. This would never be business professional. You could never make this Matilda Jane shirt business professional. But if I wore it with slacks or khakis, I could very much make this business casual. Another thing, t-shirt. This is not a t-shirt, but this is another most casual piece that I own. Notice, has a scoop neck, does not have a t-shirt neckline. Now this one has got more of a fun print on it, so it's definitely business casual, not business professional, because you're trying to keep the focus on you. You don't want to go in there in some crazy cheetah print dress and then expect them to focus on you, not your dress. Okay, so keep that in mind. I just wanted to show you the difference between a blouse and a t-shirt. It doesn't mean that it has to be a polo, and it does not mean that it has to be super fancy business professional with a jacket. Here's the other thing. When I wear this, when I'm going business professional, and I really, really want to be business professional, I will put on black dress pants, or I do have a black pencil skirt that I will wear with pantyhose. And then I have a silky tank top that I put on. And then I have this. which is a blazer. It's silky, so it's not like just a man's blazer, but for women. So it is more, I guess, what you would say feminine, but very business professional. Okay, that's the difference. All right. As far as shoes, you're wanting to keep it no plain flip flops. This is the closest thing to a flip flop that you would wear. It's my wedge that's a flip flop. But I would never wear my plain flip flops. You could also wear closed toed heels or closed toe ballet flats. That would also be fine. All right, gentlemen, let's talk to you. I argue, some people would disagree. I argue that jeans can be business casual in today's society. However, they have to be dark wash, no holes, no rips, and they have to fit you well. They got to be good jeans. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what I'm saying, or you don't feel confident in it, or you feel like all I've got these faded jeans, or well, I've got these dark jeans, but they've got a hole in the knee, or they're bedazzled because they're from Buckle or something. Don't wear the bedazzled jeans. Don't wear the ripped jeans. Don't wear the faded jeans. They would have to basically look like slacks just made out of dark denim. Okay? If that doesn't apply to you, then you need khakis or actual slacks. Okay? Dress pants. Okay? You need at business casual at minimum a collared shirt. So a polo would be considered business casual. My husband does not wear polos. This is the closest thing he has. This is one of those Columbia fishing shirts. This would definitely be, even though it's button up and it has a collar, it's a fishing shirt. So it's definitely more casual. Can you make this business casual? Yes, you can. You could pair this with some khakis and some loafers or some dress boots that are clean and nice. No sneakers. Definitely loafers or dress boots, okay? No sneakers. When you get the job, you can wear sneakers, but not before then. But I would argue that the fishing shirt is less casual than a polo, or more casual than a polo, even though it's a button up. So, what about a true blue button up right here? This more elevated look, you can make this as elevated or casual as you want. If you was to wear this with jeans or khakis, it would be business casual. You was to throw on this with some dress pants, then you are a little bit closer to business professional, but you're not full business professional until you have a tie and a jacket with this. Full business professional for gentlemen is a tie and a jacket, okay? So that's just my basics. If you ever have questions about this, I am happy to clarify it. And this is, by the way, just my general take. This can apply to absolutely anybody, however you choose to dress. Whether you wear pants on the regular, or you wear dresses on the regular, or you wear button-ups or blouses, that whatever you wear is what you wear, but the rules still apply to everybody, okay? So I hope that this helps clear things up about what you should wear to a job interview. So when you're thinking about this assignment that you have coming up, think about, I want to dress for the job. You hear that I dress for the job that you want, not the job that you have. That's kind of what that I want you to keep in mind. It's always better to be just a little bit overdressed than what you think you need to be. And once you get the job, you still need to always look presentable. Always make sure that your clothes fit and that you look nice and that you're clean, that you don't go overboard on jewelry and you don't go overboard on smells. This is another thing. Always make sure that you're having really good hygiene when you're going into a job interview. You're not going to be able to demonstrate this in a picture for the assignment, but I feel like it needs to be said because I would say it's obvious, but make sure that you have really good hygiene, that you have showered, that your hair is clean, that you smell nice, that you've used your deodorant, but don't overdo it on the perfume or the cologne, okay? So we're wanting to smell nice, but don't overdo it, okay? Because that's a huge part in your self-presentation as well, is how you smell to people. So keep all of those things in mind. And if you have any questions about dress code or attire for job interviews, then by all means, always reach out.